Well, today I'm gonna try to make my case why I think tomorrow is gonna be a down day, at least a red day, and a pretty significant red day. Okay, so it's 10/16, October 16, 2024. It is 9 p.m. Eastern time, so the markets are closed. But tomorrow hasn't happened yet. But so basically, the reason I think we're gonna go down tomorrow. What is this? I haven't used this in a long time. It's because the reason I think we're gonna go down a lot tomorrow is because this downward move looks like it's already started. This downward move and the retracement back up was on super small volume, low volume, and the reason this low volume is very concerning and is indicative of a greater downward move is because when it goes up on low volume, it means that the sellers are holding. Sellers and they're supposed to the normal amount of sellers are supposed to sell naturally because it goes up and it's low volume means that the sellers are really inhibited. They're just holding on to their positions. And so what I think tomorrow's going to happen is all these sellers that are loading up as it went up on low volume, all those sellers that are being loaded up because they're inhibited, they didn't come in today, they just held on to their positions, they're all going to come in tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and we're going to see a big downward move. And the reason I think there's a lot of sellers in the first place is because we started the downward move already. We started this downward move. This starts scaring people. People are scared. They're a little afraid that the market might go down more, and they'd be correct because they're afraid that it's going to happen, and so they're gonna sell tomorrow, and then it's gonna happen. Uh, Maybe I should. So basically, this downward move already began. The retracement is on low volume, very low volume. Look at how low this volume is. Like, seriously, look at how low this volume is. Not once in the last 2 months or even 3 months has the volume been this low. Like, not once has it been this low. So, what this means is that because it's so low and it's going up, sellers are really holding on to their positions, and they're about to come in. Um, they're about to come in very likely tomorrow. So, and so that's my first reason why I think this big move downward is about to happen tomorrow. The second reason it confirms all this is, well, first let me show you this. Let me show you the weekly of the SPY. Oh, I forgot. This whole thing is a SPY, by the way. The SPY ETF. So this is the weekly of the SPY. Look at how every time it goes up on low volume, This is the weekly, by the way. Eventually, it sells off. So every time it goes up on low volume, it sells off. Look at what we've been doing for the last month. We've been going up on low volume. It goes up, it's low volume, so naturally we're gonna sell off. So that's one of the reasons why I think tomorrow there's gonna be a big sell day, big green day, down day, red day. And the next reason is the third reason is this. Is this. The put-call ratio. Look at it's been at 0.69 for over, I would say, about 10 days, like this. Look what happened last time it been at this low for about 7 days. It was this low for 7 days, and all of a sudden we had this big correction. And then it tried to stay low. It was this low for about 5 days, and the put-call ratio. This blue line is the 10-day single moving average of the put-call ratio. And whenever this line is really, really low, it means that a sell-off is very, very imminent. Just as when this line is very, very high for a long time, a big rally is very imminent. So the thing is that it's been low for like really, really 10 days at least. And when that happens, when this happens, we see a big sell-off, and what is very likely to happen is a very big sell-off. Maybe not that low, and the reason it goes down is because everyone who wants to buy has bought. When the put-call ratio is this low, it means that everyone who wants a long has gotten into long positions, and when they do that, what it means is that there's no more people to continue buying, and the only people who are left are the people who already have long positions, and they all need to sell because there's no one else to buy. And when no one else buys, then the people who already bought will start selling, and that will start a steamroll effect, a rolling effect, and it will start causing even more selling, which is why I think we're gonna see this. And so that's the third reason why I think the market is gonna go down. This purple, this pink line is the SPY, by the way, and these things are the readings, individual readings of every day for the put-call ratio, and of course this blue line is the 10-day moving average, simple moving average of the put-call ratio. So that's my third reason why I think the market is going to go down. And then there's something else I have to say. Is that so I was really very, very wrong right around here. I was making videos around here, around this area, and I said that the market was going to go down. But instead what happened was that instead what happened was that the market just went, suddenly all these reserve buyers came in and then it pushed the market up, and it kept going. And of course, when it starts going up like this, the VIX goes low, and so the market just recovers for a really long time. But the reason all these reserve buyers came in is because the 10-day moving single moving average to put call ratio went up to 0.8. And so what I'm thinking is that for tomorrow, if it tries to go down like this, and if you're afraid that there's going to be all these reserve buyers like this, you don't have to be afraid, because the 10-day single moving average to call ratio is not 0.8. Right now it is 0.69. And that means that there are no reserve buyers, no people who need to, who have shorted and who needs to cover, and there's no people who have already sold and who wants to buy back and push the market back up like this. So I don't think there's any reserve buyers. If it goes, what the heck did this do? So if it goes down, starts going down, you don't have to be afraid that there's going to be reserve buyers and push it back up. But in the case there are reserve buyers for whatever reason, you will see it in the volume of the SPY. When the SPY goes down, the volume will be very, very high. If it's too high, it means that there are reserve buyers. But I don't think there's any reserve buyers. So put it all together. We have the weekly, who is showing low volume. And when it does that, a move down like this is very imminent when it does that. And then we have on the daily of the SPY, we have already begun a major sell-off, while the 10-day single moving average of the put call ratio is very, very, very low for 10 days. For 11 days, it's been like that. So we know there's a lot of sellers loaded up. We have the spark. The spark is this. It has begun selling off, which means that people are starting to get scared. Now, today, we had a slight move up on very, very low volume. And this means that sellers are loading up. They're not selling because it's going up. They think everything's going to be happy again and we're going to do this. So that's why they're not selling. There's a lot of sellers, but they're not selling because they think we're going to be going happy again. But tomorrow there's going to be a big... So what's likely to happen is all these sellers who have been ignited by this are about to sell off. They're about to come in tomorrow, and we're going to see a big red day. So that's basically my argument of what's going to happen tomorrow. I think that's all I wanted to say.